today marking day 4 of the impeachment inquiry against the suspended Public Protector Busisiwe Mkhwebane in Parliament. Mkhwebane's counsel, Advocate Dali Mpofu, will cross-examine the former SARS executive, Johann van Loggerenberg. Our reporter, Athi Mtongana, is tracking that story for us, and we find her now outside Parliament. Athi, good morning to you. So, van Loggerenberg coming in for day 2. This time around, it's going to be the cross-examination. What were the highlights of day 1 for him?
Well, for him, it was mostly for him giving his side of the story in relation to the rogue unit report that was compiled by the Public Protector, which was subsequently taken on review when Pravin Gordhan approached the courts. And so what he was essentially saying before the Section 194 impeachment inquiry yesterday was that he wasn't given an opportunity to ventilate what his role in as far as SARS is concerned, and particularly with regards to all of the revelations that came out in that report that was compiled by the Public Protector. So it was also important for the evidence leader, Advocate Nazreen Bauer, to read through that judgment to make sure that MPs are aware of the context of this particular hearing in as far as the SARS charges that are concerning the Public Protector, because one of the charges that obviously have lended the Public Protector to this impeachment inquiry are in relation to some of the work that she did when she was investigating the so-called rogue unit from SARS. And so the evidence leader saying it is important that she reads out the judgment, what the court said, and as far as that review application that was brought by Pravin Gordhan. And essentially, again, only what the former SARS executive, Johann van Loggerenberg, was talking to about in that particular committee yesterday was just highlighting his side of the story. An affidavit that he deposed of his side of the story was read out in bits in that hearing yesterday. But today we're obviously going to have Advocate Dali Mpofu on behalf of the Public Protector now cross-examine Mr. Loggerenberg to find out exactly how, he feels that he wasn't given an opportunity. I can tell you that he made mention of how the Public Protector used an address that he's not familiar with, saying that he's been using the same cell phone number for years, saying that if the Public Protector really wanted to get him involved in probing the so-called SARS rogue unit, she should have used a cell phone number that he has been using for a number of years and the same address that he's been having for many years. So those are just some of the points that came out from yesterday. Obviously, during the hearings, you would have noted President Cyril Ramaphosa issuing that statement saying that he rejects the abuse of the hearings, and that obviously came at the back of the suggestion that was made by the UDM's Bantu Holomisa, saying before the committee that the president should be called to appear before the committee to answer around the CR17 campaign. And Bantu Holomisa says to me that he suggested that before the committee because of the first witness that was called to the hearings. He's a constitutional law expert, Mr. Hassan Ibrahim. He was saying that some of the judgments or some of the judges might err in their judgments. And so it is at the back of that Bantu Holomisa was saying that then the president should be called before the committee regardless of what the courts found in as far as the CR17 campaign judgment is concerned, saying that if there is a potential that courts might have erred, then the president should come and appear and answer around the CR17 campaign, saying that if the CR17 campaign was funded through public funds, that's something that MPs and the nation would like the president to take to ask the president to take the country and the MPs into his confidence. But I can confirm to you, Oli, that the legal representation for the Public Protector will be asking for the committee to call on the president to come and give evidence, not only based on the CR17 campaign issue, but also at the back of the suspension of Public Protector Advocate Busisiwe Mkhwebane, because some of those charges that they want the President to speak to are the charges that have actually brought the Public Protector before this impeachment inquiry.
Athi Mtongana, thank you very much for that update.